the national news media in this country is a national disgrace.
Right now, American ammo. The NRA says the media, they're the ones to blame by whipping up racial tensions in the aftermath of the Trayvon Martin shooting. Meanwhile, some say it was more about the availability of guns than race. Who's right and who's wrong here? And next,
the motion is not agreed to.
Buffett ruled stymied by Republicans in the Senate late last night. We're going to hear from one so-called patriotic millionaire who says, please raise my taxes. And later,
addiction is, another topic that's very close to my heart.
We're going to hear from Edie Falco on prescription drug abuse and the character that she portrays who struggles with it. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to RFL. I'm Richard French, and we got a packed hour for you. First of all, thank you for joining us this Tuesday evening, April 17th. Tonight, we're going to cover everything from the Buffett rule to the campaign trail. We'll be joined by Nurse Jackie, Edie Falco, superhero Mayor Cory Booker out of Newark, as well as a terrific panel. But first, I want to talk about guns in America. Now, last night, if you saw our program with Florida Stand Your Ground and the latest flashpoint on gun laws in America, we decided to have an open forum on what may have led to that trigger being fatefully pulled. Was it about race or relaxed gun laws? Well, you jammed our phone lines and flooded our message boards with comments, and I could only get to a fraction of the response. So here goes. Jennifer Aaron wrote us the following. I don't believe it was based on either race or gun laws. I believe it was a misunderstanding at first that became violent. Kim Tyndall wrote us, yes, it is absolutely about race. My 18-year-old wouldn't have gotten shot in Florida for wearing a hoodie. He's Caucasian. My dad was one of those neighborhood watch details in his Florida community and quit. Denise DeMaria wrote, like Mr. Cosby said, when you hold a gun in your hand, you plan on shooting it. Danny Corder wrote, though he disagrees, saying Zimmerman didn't kill Trayvon because of race. It was raining dark and Trayvon was wearing a hoodie. He couldn't have had a reasonable cause to know Trayvon's race. I do agree that the controversy is about race. If it wasn't, why would all the major media pictures of him showing being lighter skinned than he actually is? And finally, Irene wrote us the following. It was about gun laws and irresponsible gun ownership. Now, here is where I stand. I think Irene's right. Whether it's the NRA's political muscle, pandering politicians, or an irrational fear that the feds are going to kick down your door in the middle of the night and take your guns, we can't seem to have an honest conversation about guns in this country. Now, around this point in the program, what I usually do is I go on autopilot and I bombard you with stats about gun deaths. Overwhelming likelihood of being killed by a loved one with a gun instead of an intruder, etc., etc. You get the drift. Well, tonight, I'm going to spare you the numbers, and instead, what I want to do is ask you a few basic questions. Here goes. When in America did we think walking down a city street in broad daylight with a machine gun was in the best interest of public safety? Who thinks it's a good idea to let people pack heat in bars and freshman dorm rooms? Why is it logical to allow guns into our public parks and our churches? And if we insist as a nation on a license to fish, as well as a road test and insurance to drive a car, why exactly can you walk into a gun show empty-handed and walk out packing heat with no questions asked? Why again do we sell assault weapons and body armor to the general public? Why would a law allow an unarmed teenager to be gunned down 100 yards from his front door because a neighbor decided that he didn't belong? Now, if you listened to the NRA conference last Friday, you wouldn't have heard any of the answers to those questions. But you did get an earful about an irresponsible media and a gun-grabbing president. You know, I think the American public is smarter than that. And frankly, I think we're all just sick and tired of seeing kids dying in schools, cops getting outgunned, and senseless tragedies like Trayvon every day in every corner of this country. Stupid laws are making America less safe, and we the people are buying or permitting the false choice that liberties do not come with limits. Here's a news flash. They do. All right, we're going to jump to a quick commercial break here, but when we return, the Buffett rule, it was put on ice last night, but Obama is going to keep on pushing that very message. We're going to hear from a millionaire who says, please raise my taxes. We'll hear from him and our panel coming up next. Stay with us.